fact, once again, President Biden also saying, talking about the cooperation between the two countries, in fact, raising, in fact, how the two countries can work together at this very important area of technology. And what's very important is that, when it comes to technology, Malvika, you've been a journalist here in India as well. India has come a very long way from, being the backroom boy for the rest of the world, where we've seen outsourcing operations. Now India has a very important role in developing software, in developing technology for some of the top companies of the world. And there's clearly a recognition that none of them can afford to be not present in India, given the huge talent pool that India boasts of.
Well, that's right. So India is not only a market for these tech companies, but it's also a sector that attracts, that provides a lot of talent to these companies. You have the likes of Microsoft, Google. Everybody is present in India today because they see this country as a market and a source of talent pool. As far as the bilateral meetings are concerned, on the sidelines, we also talked to several CEOs of these top AI companies, of some startups. And the sense was that, these are companies that were probably incubated at an IIT and today have a significant presence in the Silicon Valley. So you're seeing this flow of information, flow of ideas, flow of people across the borders of these two companies, and there is a significant knowledge exchange that is taking place, and that is something that the leaders of the two countries want to leverage on. And you've seen that when it came to the defense agreements that were signed yesterday, and then you're seeing that today as well when we're talking about high-tech initiatives, whether it's in terms of public policy implementation, building of smart cities, and you name it and you have it.
All right, please stay with us, Malvika. We're going to come back to you for more updates coming in from the White House, where those meetings are currently taking place, the high-tech handshake that's currently underway. And Lisa Curtis is joining us. She's from the Indo-Pacific CANS. Thank you so much, Lisa Curtis. Of course, a very renowned face when it comes to India and US's relations. It's a very important day. It's the last day of the Prime Minister's visit to the United States. It's been a state visit, but technology is perhaps one of the most important and emerging areas. We've seen how there's been transfer of defense technology this time around. We're talking about tech company CEOs who are meeting with both the leaders of India as well as the United States. And do you see this as being a very important area where the two countries can cooperate? And perhaps also when we're talking about trade and the huge difference between how India and China and the volume of their trade with the United States is concerned, this is one area that could make a huge difference.
I think that's absolutely right. India and the U.S. have long had a technology dialogue, but what we're seeing now is something different. It started over a year ago with the launch of the Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technologies. It was taken forward by a visit by the Indian National Security Advisor to the U.S. In January, and now we have the two leaders committing to this very strong technology relationship. And you talked about the co-production of the jet engines, which I cannot overstate how important of an initiative that is. And it shows the U.S. confidence in India, and that the U.S. wants India to have the most sophisticated technologies, defense technologies, moving forward. We can also talk about the cooperation on telecommunications, whether it's 5G technologies, cooperating together on trials of open radio access network technologies, which is the cutting edge technology for 5G. So the two countries are working together, and I think there's a new impetus to their technology cooperation and a willingness to step forward. The U.S. is willing to go that extra mile to support technological development in India, to work together on the most cutting edge technologies because of the rise of China and the advances that China is making on these critical and emerging technologies.
Gave to him, and he's now about to give